Welcome to Calcast, your Create International podcast. God Network News, where we give you a new perspective
on events happening in our world today.
This is GNN.
This is God Network News, episode 163. Welcome, GNN fans, to another episode of God Network News, the podcast that tells you what God's doing around the world. Not what CNN tells you, but what GNN tells you is going on in the world. If you're tired of listening to all of that crisis network news and you want to hear what God's doing, well, give us a listen. Greetings, God Network News family, to a new series of stories fresh from the field. These episodes are from an interview with Pedro, an amazing man who leads a large movement to Christ among Muslim peoples in Africa. Be prepared to be gripped in your emotions as you witness the incredible miracles that God is doing to reach the Yao and other unreached peoples around them. Pedro weeps as he recounts the stories of God's amazing faithfulness to transform the lives of thousands of Muslims and their willingness to give up their lives for the gospel. Over these next several episodes, you will feel that you're side by side with Pedro as he is using his mobile phone to do this interview. You may hear herds of sheep and motorcycles passing by as he recalls the miracles that God has done among these precious people. We know that you will be greatly impacted by the story of this movement. You and your family will be blessed and encouraged to trust the Lord on a whole new level.
Is one village. We never been in that village. Also, no one have been in that village. But a young man, he was in that village, and he was in one madrasa where he was learning. And then from there, he could understand some verses, some of the verses of the Quran. And when he was learning, he started doubting that, no, there is something wrong with our belief. And then one day, he was sleeping. He had a dream, and he saw Jesus. And Jesus was calling him, "Come, I need you. I need you. I need you. Come, please, come." And then he waked up, and then he slept. He had the same dream, and then the following morning, he found his uncle. He said that, "Please, I'm having a dream about Jesus, and Jesus is calling me all the time. He's saying, 'Come, follow me, come to me,' but I don't understand." His uncle, he said that, that is just a dream, you can leave it. And then that dream kept coming. And his uncle, he said that, "I see that now you are a Christian now. So you need to find your brother's Christian. But in our village, we don't have Christians. Even we don't have church. How are you going to do?" So he started making research from village to village, and he ended up knowing our village. He heard that there is a group of believers. So he came to our village. He explained. We prayed for him. We say that you need to decide about the dream. We told him the gospel. He accepted. He was baptized right away. He went back to his village. And where he stayed, they had a mosque in their house. And he was also one of the leader in that mosque. So when he got home, he told his uncle and the family, Jesus spoke to me and he called me. I will keep following him.
Yes.
The family gathered and they told him, you have to leave our village because it will not work. We have a mosque here, and you to be a believer here, following Jesus, it will not work. You have to leave.
Oh, no.
He said, where should I go? You are my family. I can't go anywhere. So where can I go stay? So I have to be here with you. And the chief of the family, he came one night. He told him, say that you need to say something, or you will keep following your Jesus, or you have to come back to our mosque. He said, I will never come back. You know that Jesus himself appeared to me, and I will never give up, because I know is true and he is alive. He spoke to me.
You're listening to God Network News Podcast with your host, Cal Curtis. Look up our website at godnetworknews.com.
And then from that day, it started the confusion. His uncle, he grabbed him. He started beating him. He took the panga, like a katana, we call katana spear. He started beating him and even chopping him.
Ooh.
So he had to run. He ran to the bush, and that way, in that night, he found a way where he could have a network. He called me. In that night, I had to find a way so that he can run away from that village up to the place where we were. We rescue him. He stayed with us for a week, and we took him to the hospital. And then when he was well, he said that, I want to go back to my village. I said, but you know what is waiting for you there. He said that, I know, but I have to go to my village. He went back to his village. He started sharing the gospel. Now we have in that area 17 house churches starting from this brother. And he's doing a spectacular job. And the people are getting saved from him. But in all this, what is happening with these people, this area, this region, were considered that the hardest area for the gospel.
Wow.
Many missionaries, they were saying that this area, people doesn't get saved. But God is doing something different.
Yeah, it sounds like it's amazing.
He's doing something different and amazing. But the key is only obedient.
Wow, that's amazing, brother.
Simple belief. All farmers, people who are not educated, most of our disciple makers, they don't know how to read and write, but they are obedient. They put in practice what they learn, they share with others. The small teaching that they get, they take to others. And this is something special, what God is doing in our area.
That's fantastic. That's so exciting, Pedro. Wow. I know it seems like you have so many stories. I'm going to have to meet you and talk to you and get some more stories later.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful. Oh, it's so good to meet you, brother, and to hear what the Lord's doing through you. It's really miraculous and obvious God is using you in an amazing way.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much for taking the time to share these stories with us.
Yeah, I also am very glad and thankful for this opportunity. It's very encouraging also for me to hear that in another side of the world there's people praying, taking care for us.
Yeah, amen.
Yes.
Bless you, brother. We love you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. God bless you.
Okay. Bye-bye. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider donating to help us continue to bring exciting stories fresh from the field. Visit our website at godnetworknews.com and select the PayPal link on the right side of the page, or consider becoming a Patreon partner to receive access to more valuable materials exclusive to our members.